Okay, we finished the floor system and we're ready now to do the walls. We've got our floor that we can frame on top of. So the walls that we're going to be making are exterior walls. If you remember how walls are built, they look like this. You're going to have a bottom plate, a double top plate, studs throughout this wall. It's going to be a bearing wall because it's going to hold up our roof. So we're going to have a bottom plate and a double top plate. It's going to be a little overkill for a doghouse, but oh well. Okay, so to start out, we'll do our bottom plates. So go to the triangle tool and get a good top view of this thing. And on one of these ends, just kind of click over by the corner and drag out like that. And we want to make this board. If I look in the bottom right in my dimensions, it's doing the length and then the width. So the length of this is going to be 30 inches, comma, the width is a 1x4 width, which is 3.5 inches. Hit enter. Now I can take that and do the push-pull on it, extrude it up, 0.75, 3/4 of an inch, or you could type 3/4. Alright, now let's look at it from this angle. Do our select tool, select the whole thing, do the paint bucket, make sure it's that wood color, right click on it, make it a component. I'm just going to say 30-inch bottom plate. Now we just have to move it in place by going to the move tool, selecting this bottom corner and snapping it to this outside corner on our platform. So this is called platform framing, when you build the floor system which acts as a platform for the rest of it. Now on this one we can just duplicate this. So go to the select tool, right click, copy and paste, and then snap it to the other side. Alright, one more plate to go. We can figure out the measurement of that by doing math, or we can get our dimension tool and go from this corner to this corner. We know that bottom plate needs to be 4 feet 5 inches. Once again, I'm going to orbit, so I'm looking down on it. I'm going to get the rectangle tool, just click and drag it out. In the bottom right, I can see that it's giving me my width and then my length. So it's right now it's showing it's about 4 inches wide by 4 feet long. So I'm going to type in 3.5 for my width, comma, 4 feet 5 inches. So 4 feet 5. Enter. Now I'm going to use my push-pull tool to extrude it up, 0.75, 3/4 of an inch. Going to click and orbit with my middle mouse button. Going to select this, the entire thing, by dragging a box over it. Going to paint it this wood color. Going to right click, make it a component. I'm just going to say 4 foot 5 inch bottom plate. Then I can take that component and move it into place by doing the move tool, clicking on this bottom right corner, Gonna rotate so I can look at this a little better. Zoom in, snap it right there. Okay, the last thing we're gonna do here, we're not gonna finish the entire wall system, but we are going to add a couple studs. We know there needs to be a stud here, stud here, stud here, stud here, stud here. The nice thing about these studs is once we make one, you can basically copy and paste it. So let's go ahead and make one. So once again, I like to look down on the project. So I'm just going to orbit and pan till I'm looking down on it. Then I'm going to draw with a rectangle right out here. I'm going to make it, so right now it's showing the width and then the length. So we're going to do 0.75, comma, 3.5, enter. And then I'm going to go ahead and extrude that up. Alright, we actually need to figure out what that distance is to extrude that up. And I know that in our original picture we wanted this doghouse to be around 40 inches tall. So we'll make these studs, how about just 2 feet, just to make a nice easy number. So I'm going to go up 2 foot symbol, oh let's see, 2, I might have to redo that. So push pull it up, 2 foot, enter. Gonna look at this from the side. I'm gonna use my select tool, and I'm gonna make sure that I select all of it. Then I'm going to paint it, this wood color. I'm gonna right click, say make a component, and this one is a 1 by 4 by 2 foot stud. Okay, if I want to now, I can go ahead and place this. Use my move tool. Click on this bottom corner, snap it into place. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw a couple more of these on here. So I'm going to do the select tool. I'm going to right click, copy, paste. Whoa. Okay. Right now I'm just going to snap it there. Then I'm going to move it to where it needs to go. Program's being a little funny with me. There we go. Okay. I'm going to do Control V to paste another one. Okay, and this one I don't know that it's going to be right here on the end. We'll place it right here for now. So Control V again. We can move it later. Okay, now we need 2 more, one here and one here. So I'm going to do Control V. And I'm just going to paste it in this area. Well, let's not do Control V again. Let's go ahead and do the select tool. Okay, so we just need to rotate this one 90 degrees. So I'm going to get a better look at it from the top. I'm going to click over here on the move tool, go to the child menu and do the rotate tool. I can click on the top surface of this. And then I'm going to come out and click again and rotate. It'll snap It was on the green axis. Now it's going to snap to the red. Did you see that happen where I came and it turned red? When it turns red, I know that I've turned it 90 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and click. Then I'm going to go back to the move tool. I'm going to snap this in place. And then I'm going to do the select tool. I'm going to right click on this and copy and paste it. Okay, so we've got most of our walls built. In the next video, we will finish them up and get some top plates on them.